Gravity Falls and Journal 3 belong to Alex Hirsch and Disney Channel. Please go support Gravity Falls and go buy Journal 3. Hello everybody, Raspberry Barrel here, and today we are finishing up Ford's section in the beginning of Journal 3, the Gravity Falls book. After today's video, we will be going on to the Dipper and Mabel section. And then eventually, it'll come back to Ford, but next couple weeks after this, be doing just Dipper and Mabel's adventures. Okay, so we left off. Ford realized and found out the truth about Bill Cipher, his muse. He is going through a hard time, not wanting to sleep. He doesn't want to close his eyes. He doesn't want Bill to take over his mind. And he's basically just freaking out when we left him. And he was wishing that he had listened to Fiddleford. Okay, now let's just pick right up. I know we're all excited. Please forgive me if I stutter, hesitate, mispronounce anything, and for any noises in the background. Let's begin. Everything I see only feeds my growing paranoia. After several weeks researching Bill, I went to town for food, only to find this symbol, an eye crossed out. This mysterious symbol everywhere. There it is again. 2 nights later, I glimpsed into a group of hooded figures. They ran away from me, yelling, "It is unseen." As I pursued them, I responded, "No, it isn't. You're creeps. I can see you just fine." Then they threw some trash cans in my way and vanished. Why can't I shake this idea that this new cult is somehow connected to me and my work? Can it merely be a coincidence that my own project has reached this critical juncture at the same time this group has shown itself? The symbols are so familiar. The blind eye. What does it mean? Can't be unseen? And now we have some of the Bill's symbol substitution cipher down here, and it says, "If my suspicions are correct, this is the work of Fiddleford. Does he really have to go to such great lengths to forget? Are they trying to stop him, or are they trying to stop me from stopping him? That doesn't make any sense. I cannot keep going like this without some sort of rest. I can barely think straight." Now we have one blank page. Next page. The folly of recording my dangerous knowledge in book form, where it can be seen by anyone, is more clear to me than ever. Despite using code language and splitting my portal instructions among 3 volumes, I can't shake the feeling that the wrong person will read my work. It seems to me that I need another, even more secretive way to record my thoughts, something visible yet invisible, something I learned about in chemistry class back in college. Ways to hide. Even in the blackness, light can be found. My enemy can be outsmarted. Let's hope. So this blank page might actually be supposed to be invisible ink. I'm unsure. Maybe we'll see when we read the blacklight edition of the book if there's anything here. Staying awake confounds me. To calm myself, I retreated to the only sanctuary I have known over the past couple of weeks, the Triple Digits truck stop out of Route 14. This industrial strength coffee is the best method I have for staying awake, and yet even after 6 cups I was still drowsy, and a kindly looking trucker noticed that I was having shutter trouble and offered some suggestions to stay awake. Pinch yourself. Pinch someone else. They'll punch you awake. Put peanut butter on your face and let a dog ride shotgun. He'll lick you awake. Put peppers in your eyes. Just give up, Sixer. I blinked with a panicked start. Had I begun drifting off? Had he really just called me? I reared back and heard my plate of bacon crash on the floor. Everyone in the diner turned towards me, and at that moment I swear that all of their eyes were glowing yellow. I screamed, "Get out of my mind, Cipher!" and ran towards home as fast as I could, as fast as my weak legs could carry me. No one in this town can be trusted. He has eyes everywhere, and they are watching me every move. I collapsed by the parking lot of the twin-bed motel. I stared at the word twin as I tried to catch my breath, and I realized that there was only one person left in this world that I could possibly trust with my secrets. I began forming a plan. Hiding places. The times for half measures are over. If I am ever going to continue my work, then my enemy must be confronted and defeated forever. I must begin a several-day journey to the accursed caves that brought him into my life. If there is a way to destroy him, I will find it there. Journal 2. Gravity Falls Elementary. Journal 1. But before I can begin this odyssey, I need to dispose of my journals. They're too valuable to destroy, but the information contained inside is too dangerous, and I shudder to think what might happen if they were to fall into the wrong hands. I have already hidden Journal 2 near the elementary school. I doubt there is any child clever or conniving enough to discover it. I have another place in the woods picked out for this volume, but I've had a devil of a time figuring out where to hide Journal 1. I realized that it should be taken as far away from Gravity Falls as possible. Ideally, I would take it myself, but I need to make this trip to the caves. The first snow has already fallen, and the journey will only be more treacherous the longer I delay. My former assistant refuses to speak to me, so I cannot enlist his help. Ironically, the only other person left that I can trust is the least trustworthy person I know. He is a thief and a charlatan, but a well-traveled one. I have no doubt that he is familiar with mob hangouts and back alleys the wide world over. He will find somewhere to hide Journal 1. I have sent word to him, and now must await his arrival. Perhaps he can yet prove his worth to me. Perhaps the mistakes of the past can be undone. There's nothing I can do now but wait. And he's crossed out a picture. If you can see, this is Ford's science project thing from the Tale of Two Stands episode. And there's lots of little doodles of Bill all over this page, and you can tell just how crazy he's getting. And now we have these two symbol pages. Oh, I fell asleep on my cot, only to awake sitting at my desk, staring at the strange symbols inscribed below. You snooze, you lose, pal. Don't you understand? I'm only trying to free your dimension. I ask you, why should time only move forward? Why must cause precede effect? Who voted on the laws of physics? Rules are preservations against all will. That's why I'm about to rewrite the whole system, buddy, and no one is going to stop me. They make no sense sideways either. Is he taking advantage while I'm asleep? Please, no. And if you look on this page, there's a whole lot of those blue letters that you want to remember for later. Unfortunately, my suspicions have been confirmed. I'm being watched. I must hide this book before he finds it. Remember, in Gravity Falls, there is no one you can trust. Trust no one. The odds that one of his agents, perhaps possessed, will access my research grow stronger. I fear my time is running out. So tired. When I close my eyes, I see these ominous patterns and symbols. When I open my eyes, they have been written in my journal. I am not the one drawing these, am I? My mind has been stretched to the limit. He's trying to control me, trying to write in my journal during the few minutes I'm asleep. I have gambled with my future, and perhaps humanity's future as well. No more writing. The time has come to bury this tome. After that, all that is left to do is wait for S and save the world, or lose my life in the effort. So this is the Caesar cipher wheel, which is the wheel that helps you decode everything. Right here is where, at least on the Wikipedia, it says that the Bill's blue letters stop. So, if you were to go through all of the book and find all of those blue letters and put them together, it's gonna spell out, curse the axolotl. Every conspiracy is true. And now we have 4 pages of emptiness, and the next thing we'll read is when Dipper finds the journal. And that will be the end of our reading today. Thank you all for listening. I know we're all very excited to continue. And at this point, we're about halfway done through the book. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed. See you all next time. Have a great rest of your day. Gravity Falls and Journal 3 belong to Alex Hirsch and Disney Channel. Please go support Gravity Falls and go buy Journal 3. Bye-bye!